Brakathe Yahweh, Brakathe El Shai, Brakathe Yahweh, Brakathe Yahweh Shai, Brakathe Yahweh, Brakathe Yahweh Shai, Call Laim Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakal Kadash, double honors to the apostles and elders which are a great millstone, peace and blessing to the sincere Akim, pushing the truth and sincerity, and those who putting their videos up throughout the week to feed the sheep, and Shalom to the sincere Akwafim, listening and learning. It's McQuad from the Trump and the VA camp, and I'm going to get right into it. This is First Peter's chapter 4 and verse 8. And above all things have fervent charity among yourselves, for charity shall cover the multitude of sins. Now we know charity goes into the word agape, which is love. Okay, and we can show charity by a bunch of different things. Forgiving brothers, okay, having mercy, alms, uh, helping, even rebuking brothers could even be love, right? Because it could be a brother that, like an example, like a brother, you could respect him, and he did something wrong, or he said something wrong, and you think, all right, I respect them, so I'm not gonna like bring it up. But no, it'd be it's love to be corrected as well. Um, Let me see if I can find it. See, the things where guys they get caught up in is the way in which they rebuke. A lot of guys they go about it the wrong way. Okay, let me see. See, this is Proverbs 9 and verse 8. It says, "Rebuke not a scorner, lest he hate thee." Going to that word scorner, it says a mocker, uh, scornful, mock, scorn. Okay, let me see. Yeah, so like a scoffer. Okay, you rebuke a scoffer, and he's gonna hate you for it. It says, rebuke a wise man, and he will love thee. See, because why? Because it's ultimately is love to rebuke somebody. Like I said, the spirit in which the way you do it is like where guys mess up at. Let me see if I can get it. Here it is, Galatians 6:1. Brethren, if a man be overtaken in fault, ye which are spiritual, restore such, and one in a spirit of meekness, considering thyself, lest thou also be tempted. Okay, so we don't. There's actually rules to this. When you rebuking somebody, it's literally rules to this. Okay, and you got to you got to do it in a humble fashion. You got to do it thinking that, okay, I could be in that same situation, or I was in that same situation before. Okay, or I've made mistakes, so you got to understand the brother's mistakes. Okay, but a lot of guys they forget that they've made mistakes. Back over here, First Peter's 4:8. It says, and above all things, have fervent charity among yourselves, for charity shall cover the multitude of sins. So have fervent charity. Okay, and fervent means continually. So you got to be continually have charity. Okay, and it says if you do it, it's gonna be a multitude of sins. So Yahweh Shemi Shai is literally giving us incentives to treat people, our people, how we want to be treated. He's literally giving us incentives to do it. Okay, and that's not even enough for some guys, which is silly. But this is Acts 20:35. I have showed you all things, how that so laboring ye ought to support the weak, and to remember the words of the Lord Yahweh Shai, how he said, it is more blessed to give than receive. So it says, I have showed you all things, how that so laboring ye ought to support the weak. Okay, and Yahweh Shai told Peter what that Satan is trying to sift them out. He said, but I'm gonna pray for you. And he said, when you get good, I want you. When you're good, you built back. When you built up, I want you to do what? He said, I want you to give that back, lift up the body. Okay, and this lines up literally with that. It says, verse 35 has showed you all things, how that so laboring ye ought to support the weak. Because this is all about supporting the weak. Okay, this is all about lifting your brothers up. Okay, this is all about building, nation building. Okay, that's what this is about, nation building. It says, how he said, it is more blessed to give than receive. And is more blessed to give than receive. Okay, and it's a good thing that has been said. Okay, because a lot of guys like to receive, but it's better to give than receive. Okay, it's better to give than receive. This is ultimately what you give is what you're going to get back anyway. Okay, so but just on that alone, it's better to give than receive. That's like it's like Yahweh Shai is basically like testing you, really. Okay, is he going to give this up, or is he going to sit on it? All right, knowing that whatever we give up, we're going to get it back anyway, right? So it's kind of it's basically, yeah, this definitely like a test. Okay, seeing who's going to give it up, knowing that they're going, having faith that they're going to get it back, but not doing it so you can get something back, just doing it just to do it. Hebrews 13 and verse 16, it says, but to do good and to communicate, forget not, for with such sacrifices Yahweh is well pleased. So Yahweh is pleased, he's pleased, he's pleased on us doing good. Okay, it says, and this goes into matter of fact, the powers that are set up. Really, it says, obey them that have the rule over you, and submit yourselves. Which the men of the Lord, we submit to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and you women, y'all submit to your husbands. It says, for they watch for your souls, as they must give account, that they may do it with joy and not with grief, for that is unprofitable for you. So, because these women out here, y'all don't, they don't give it a thought. Like, listen, these same men that y'all coming up against is your husbands, right? They don't even stop to think that we're the same people who's going to be looking over their souls. Okay, come Jacob's trouble, there's not going to be Yahweh Shemi Ashad is not going to come down or send the archangel down to save women and protect women. No, he's going to literally set men up to get this work done. Yeah, but I'm gonna try to stay on topic. This is Proverbs 19 and 17. It says, he that hath pity upon the poor lendeth unto Yahweh, and that which he hath given will he pay him again. See, See, with the things, that's why it's better to give than receive, because you're going to get it right back. Okay, Yahweh Shemel Shah is going to give it back. I'm going to come back to that, but I want to get this real quick. See, Galatians 6:9, let us not be weary in well doing, for in due season we shall reap, if we faint not. As we therefore have opportunity, let us do good unto all men, especially unto them who are of the household of faith. So it says, don't get tired of doing good. Okay? And it says, do good unto all our people, especially to the ones that's in the faith. Okay? It's going to be a recompense for that. Back over here again, Proverbs 19:17. It says, he that hath pity upon the poor lendeth unto the Yahweh, and that which he hath given will he pay him again. And this doesn't even necessarily have to be money, right? Because we know this truth. Well, we know this knowledge is the ultimate riches, right? This knowledge is ultimate riches. So when we give that back, right? When we give that back, we're doing an act of charity. We're doing an act of mercy. Okay, that's what we're doing. Okay, that's what we're doing out here. And ultimately, all of Israel is the poor. Okay, and I'm gonna go back over here again. Proverbs. I'm read again. 19:17. He that had pity upon the poor lendeth unto Yahweh. Okay, and you can lend, and you can lend. You can give mercy back. Okay, you can give forgiveness back. Okay, charity, alms, right? Affection, right? All these things you can give back, right? And Yahweh Shemi Shah, if you give to the poor, you're gonna get it right back. First John 3:17. It says, but whoso hath this world's goods, and see if his brother have need, and shut up his bowels of compassion from him, how dwelleth the love of Yahweh in him? So if you got something that if a brother needed, if you got it and you don't give it to him, Yahweh Shemi Shah, he's not dealing with you. Okay, if you got it and you don't want to give it, Yahweh Shemi Shah dealing with you. Like I said, it don't just have to be money. It can be forgiveness. It can be mercy, right? It could be peace. It could be when you go into the definition of love, anything on that list, which they go into 1 Corinthians the 13th chapter, basically breaks down what love is. Okay. It says, I'm read again. It says, hereby perceive we the love. I mean, slacking. But whoso have this world's goods, and see if his brother have need, and shut up of his bowels of compassion from him, how dwelleth the love of Yahweh in him? And you got a lot of people who do this. Okay, they see our people in need for certain things, which whether it be mercy, forgiveness, just knowledge, right? They'll hold it back. Okay, they'll hold it back for whatever reason. They'll hold it back. But that just goes to show you the love of Yahweh Shemi Shah is not in you, because that's how you moving. Okay. This is Luke 6:38. Give, and it shall be given unto you. Good measure, pressed down and shaken together, and running over, shall men give into your bosoms. For with the same measure that ye meet with all, it shall be measured to you again. So the same way you treat everybody is going to be the same way you get treated by Yahweh Shemi Shah. Okay. So it says, give, and it shall be given unto you. Okay, so you got to just think about, okay, what do I want, right? We want forgiveness. We want mercy, compassion, right? We all the things that you can just think about that you want, right? Everything that you want, you got to imagine that and then think, okay, I got to give this stuff back so that I can get it. Okay, everything that you want, you just think about it, and then whatever you want, you got to give that back to our people. Okay, it says we got to do good unto all our people, but especially to them of the household of faith. Okay, because a lot of guys like to say, oh, well, who's my brother and my sister? Well, Yahushua just literally said, do good unto all our people, right? Uh, especially to them of the household of faith. Okay, especially to them who are of the household of faith. It was literally Yahushua, but Yahushua, everybody in the New Testament is on the same accord with Yahushua. Okay, so that's what I mean by Yahushua said it. This is Proverbs. So yeah, man, you gotta think about everything you want, and you gotta be able to, you gotta be willing to give that back if you want it. This is Proverbs 21:13. Whoso stoppeth his ear at the cry of the poor, he also shall cry himself, but shall not be heard. And this is funny because there's a couple brothers that I offended in ignorance, right? There's a couple brothers I offended in ignorance, and I asked them for forgiveness, and then they was like, "Nah, we not having that." Okay, we not having that. But let me read this again, and this is Proverbs 21:12. So like it, Proverbs 21:13. Whoso stoppeth his ears at the cry of the poor, he also shall cry himself, but shall not be heard. And these same people who decide, you know what, we don't accept your forgiveness. We don't forgive you. We're not having mercy on you. These same people are going to be crying out for forgiveness and mercy, but their cries are not going to be heard. Okay, thus saith the Lord, because they want to be stingy with it. Watch this. Ecclesiasticus 28 and verse 1. He that revengeth shall find vengeance from Yahweh, and he will surely keep his sins in remembrance. So when you got vengeance in your heart, you want revenge, right? And you searching for it, you gonna find it. Okay? You want to see brothers fall, you gonna find vengeance for that. But you're not gonna find a brother fall. It's going to be your downfall. That revenge is going to be for you. Remember, what you put out is what you're going to get back. It says, forgive thy neighbor the hurt that he hath done unto thee, so thy sins also shall be forgiven when thou prayest. So it says right here, you got to forgive the hurt that has been done to you. Why? Because in doing this, when you go to pray, you're going to be forgiven. But it says you got to forgive too. It says one man beareth hatred against another, and does he seek pardon from Yahweh? So that's rhetorical. You're going to have hatred against a brother, but you're going to really go seek forgiveness from Yahweh by Shemi Shai. Like, you're going to pray to the Lord to have forgiveness and mercy on you. When a man who's like yourself, you're not going to have forgiveness and mercy on, you got to be out of your mind. Okay, I mean, guys, y'all just not thinking out here. Y'all just not thinking. That's why Yahweh Shai said, pray for them to persecute you. Bless your enemies. Why? Because you're silly to come up against your people for the same exact things you done, for the same exact things you want forgiveness and mercy for. Okay? When you shut up your compassion and your mercy, that's what's going to happen to you. Okay? But with that, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakal, Kadash, Adawan, Ratazah, Dam, Tamayim, Akim, Wa, Akwaf, Miyakal, Shalom.